Holy crap, I'm pregnant. Yep, still can't believe it, but I'm pregnant. Prego, prego, prego. Belly, belly. Welcome back to my channel. I am in fact pregnant. I'm actually 31 weeks at the moment, but I only announced it last week to the world that I was pregnant. So I figured I should do a video and kind of explain everything, just so you guys get a bit more of an insight into the whole pregnancy and why I kind of kept it to myself. So yeah, pregnant. I've now been pregnant for about 7 months, which is crazy. Like, I can't believe how quick the time has gone. Absolutely insane. But we'll let you guys know how I got pregnant. Well, not how I got pregnant. We all know how that works, how I got pregnant. If you don't know how to get pregnant by now, it's, you know, the dude does the thing and the stuff comes, you know, out and the thing goes the egg and the, yeah, wow. Redo. So finding out I was pregnant, oh my gosh. I've had to kind of channel those feelings back in because I didn't video anything at the time. I didn't document anything. I was just kind of in my own little bubble of shock and overwhelming and like, wow. I just want to kind of start from the beginning a little bit and, you know, if you guys haven't been following me for a while or haven't been following me for a long time, like back in the day, you will or you will not know that I have suffered from a lot of hormonal dysfunctions and imbalances over the years due to just extreme lifestyle. I was an athlete with bodybuilding, competing, and just I was kind of an extreme person anyway when it came to training and nutrition and that kind of stuff, and I wasn't leading a very healthy lifestyle at all in terms of looking after my body. Just a lot of over training and a lot of under eating. Just out of breath so easily now. Just give me a second. It's a thing, okay? It's a thing. Continue. So yeah, I spent years, you know, battling hormonal issues, and it really took its toll on me. I had hormonal imbalance as well as severe adrenal dysfunction as a result of hormonal imbalance, and I was just like a walking zombie. And if you watched any of my previous videos or followed any of my previous posts, I talked a lot about how basically my reality check at the time was the doctor telling me that if I didn't make a change right there and then, that I may not have the possibility of even having kids one day. That was huge, a huge thing for me. And even though I've spent so much time over the years trying to heal my body and restore that hormonal balance, I really didn't think I could get pregnant. I wanted to have a family, but at the same time, I was like kind of avoiding it for a lot of reasons. You know, I was always, it's not the right time, not the right time. Deep down, I think a little scared that it wasn't going to be able to happen, or I'd have difficulty for it happening. So to be honest, now I'm like, whoa, I still can't believe I'm pregnant. Some days I'm like, wow, this is crazy, like absolutely crazy that I'm pregnant and healthy and everything's been amazing. The baby's healthy, all my tests have been coming back really good, and I just keep getting that anxiety every time I have to have a blood test or some kind of test for the baby, and I'm just like freak out just before I get the results because of everything my body has kind of been through. It's just insane to think that everything that I went through, I've been able to kind of restore my body into a good enough position in terms of health to actually fall pregnant, which is like, whoa, you know, like whoa, huge. There's just so much to put into this video, like I don't even know where to start. Basically, getting pregnant, it's not like we were actively trying or anything like that. Like, we definitely spoke about it and definitely, you know, spoke about having a family, maybe in like a year we would try kind of thing, but we were like not really not trying. So it was more of a let's just leave it up to fate. And I was like, well, to be honest, I think I'm gonna have a really hard time falling pregnant anyway. Yeah, it happened pretty quick, a lot quicker than I anticipated. Mentally, I was not prepared at all. I was like, oh my gosh, whoa, like so many emotions. It was funny. I'll tell you how we kind of found out in the lead up. So this is why I didn't think it could happen, right? So I was still on hormone replacement therapy to help with my pituitary gland pump out hormones because it wasn't doing it effectively on its own for a long time. But being over in the States, I didn't have my doctor, I didn't have a lot of things here, and I wanted to slowly get off the medication I was on anyway. I was taking DHEA and progesterone, and I was slowly reducing the dose. I've been doing that for a long time, and I really wanted to kind of get off it and see how my body would do without it. So I actually started doing that a few months prior, earlier this year, and just weaning off everything. And I actually accidentally forgot to take my progesterone. I don't know what it was, and that's a hormone that kind of regulates your period and things like that. And I'd forgotten to take it for a period of time. I'd done that before and I had no issues going back on it. And so I actually didn't get my period 1 month, and I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. But at the same time, I've done this before where I've missed my progesterone and it's messed up my cycle, and my cycle was quite irregular anyway. So I was like, oh, I didn't really think anything of it at all. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's kind of normal for me. And then basically I started getting all these symptoms, which I just kind of dismissed. I didn't really take much notice. So I was peeing really, really frequently. Like I remember Tina going, you're peeing a lot, like you really go in the toilet again like every like 10-20 minutes. And in my mind I'm like, I drink a lot of water anyway, so yeah, like it's pretty normal for me, it's fine. He's like, are you sure? You go pretty often? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And then I started to fall asleep randomly, and by that I mean, we'd have like movie time and watch movies and things like that, and I would just be blacked out. I would just pass out for the entire movie, which is so unlike me. And I just felt really exhausted. I felt like I was getting the flu almost. That's the best way to describe it. Two things I felt like I was getting. I felt like I was getting the flu. I feel like you're getting a cold, but nothing kind of breaks through. You don't actually get the cold, but you feel like you're getting that pre-cold symptom kind of thing. So I was like, this is weird. And then I also felt like I was just kind of getting those pre-period cramps for a few weeks as well. And then I wasn't getting my period. So there's two things that were happening. And it was cold and flu season, so I didn't really think much of it. And period-wise, that was all over the place. I didn't think of much of it. And then one day, Gina goes to me, are you sure you're not pregnant? And I was like, no, don't be stupid. Like, that's not even on the cards. And he Googled the symptoms of early pregnancy. And it was like, sore boobs and fatigue and all these symptoms he listed. But at the same time, they were very, very similar to period symptoms. So for me, I was just kind of like, oh, no way. Like, I just did not believe that that was a possibility. And then one day, we're sitting in the car, we were going to an event, and he looks at me, he's like, you're glowing. And I was like, stop staring me up, this isn't funny. He's like, I think you actually are. And I started getting quite irritable, and I'm a pretty easygoing person. I started getting really irritated at stuff he was doing, which I never do. I told him, I was like, you're really annoying me, and I don't know why. Like, this is really weird. He's like, I think you're pregnant. So that night we went and got, on the way home, we went and got a pregnancy test from the pharmacy, and I was like, I still don't think I am. Like, there's no chance. Like, I just really was convinced, like, it wasn't even a possibility. So I did the pee thing on the stick, and we opened it together, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just got this surge of, I can't explain, like, I think a million emotions at once. I was just so overwhelmed. I was excited. I think I was just in shock. Okay. Wow. Really? Whoa. This is amazing. Like, so many things were going through my mind. I cried because I was just like, this is so overwhelming. It was just insane. It was a mixture of, I can't believe my body is actually healthy and healthy enough to have this happen. Two, it was a little overwhelming because I literally I just was changing my career basically, and I was like, well, this is the worst time to do this for where I'm at in my transition with that kind of stuff. And then I was like, oh my God, this is amazing as well. Like, we're going to bear it. Like, just so many emotions. I was like, trying to process. And then in that moment, Chino's like, no, I don't think you're pregnant because it's got one line is solid and one's really faint. So it's not. I'm like, yeah, but there's still 2 lines. So we're pregnant. For 5 minutes, he's like, nah, it's not right. Like, because... you know, and he was just so casual about it, and I had to Google it to prove to him that it was pregnant, and then he's like, oh my God. So it was a really beautiful moment, and we were both just like, this is insane. We just, you know, with my history, I just didn't think it was a possibility. So that was kind of my overwhelming experience. Yeah, I don't even have words. Like, even now, I still look down and I just, some days I'm in just disbelief that I am actually pregnant and that I was able to achieve this. Is pretty incredible to go from being at a point in your life where you're at your worst health-wise, just all that, working so hard to restore my health for such a long time. And granted, I'm not perfect still. I know I'm going to have to get tests after I have the baby and everything, just to see where everything's at and make sure we're okay. But it's just like, I don't even have words for that, you know. If you go back to some of my older videos, I remember the feeling those days where I found out I had all these symptoms and issues, and knowing the long road it was going to take to kind of fix them. And we're looking at like, what, 6 years later, being in a position where I'm like, oh wow, like my body's actually healthy. And it was funny because earlier this year, I really took a step back from everything that was very stressful in my life. And I cut down training. I increased my food intake, I think and sleep. Those were the 3 biggest things I really focused on. And I'm telling you, just eliminating a lot of stress, a lot of physical stress, because I would train a lot to kind of escape things. It literally helped restore a lot of things, I feel. I can't prove it, but you know, just the correlation side of things. I can't stress to you how much stress is a huge factor for your health, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever it may be. And I really feel that, you know, really conquering that last step in the puzzle for me of changing my lifestyle and really taking a step back to go, okay, I'm going to spend the next 6 months or however long is necessary to really pull back and strip everything back and not focus on my aesthetics, and just nourish my body and give it sleep and relaxation over training, and train when I feel I can, and all that kind of stuff for a better long-term goal was just incredible. And to have this outcome where I actually could fall pregnant was beyond belief and pretty amazing. Like, it's not something I could have ever imagined. So yeah, pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of freaking out about being a parent because really I just have no idea what I'm doing. But I think that's the like consensus of, like, you know, across the board of with most first-time parents, so I don't feel so bad. I'm super excited, but at the same time, like, I literally feel like I'm gonna wing this. I'm gonna share it with you guys as I go, because I'm just learning as I go, learning on the job, I guess. It's kind of crazy. There's no other feeling like feeling this baby move inside you. It's so weird. It feels like an alien, to be honest. It's just like gonna go just burst out of you. It's nothing like I've ever experienced before. Pregnancy has been really freaking challenging and really challenging. I'm going to share with you guys in separate videos per trimester, like everything that's been going on, so you know, and give you a bit more insight into things that have helped me along the way, and also the things that no one tells you about, which they should, which have been like a surprise along the way. I was losing my breath. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what's in store for me, so wish me luck. But I figured millions of women around the world, billions over the years, generations, whatever, have managed to get through childbirth and parenting, so I think I'm gonna be just fine. Again, like super excited to start this next chapter and share it with you all. So thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, because I'd love to hear from you all. Always love connecting with you guys. It really means a lot to me. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos into what's going on, or any topics or whatever you want to hear, please like, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because there's so much more to come and I'm super excited. Chat to you guys soon.